Hello there, everybody, and welcome back to Circling Seattle Sports on Converge Media. Converge Media, an Emmy award-winning platform. As you can see, our nice trophy here that resides now at our studios here. I wanted to thank Big O personally because, it's a big reason why we're here. Started the show in October. He's a modest man, so we've got our trophy here. It was an incredible night to be a part of. Here, Bel and I, and everybody that works with us, whether it's, Matt's here, Little O, now Ike's here with us doing this show, just to be a small part of something as big as an Emmy, all the greatness that converges, not only just an Emmy, right? The Governor's Award, which is
the highest honor,
that you can receive there, is incredible to think about. And just so, if you hadn't seen it on our socials or the Converge socials or anything, we've got this. So we're, that's kind of the main team, I'd say, because Little O has been with me since we were doing the podcast. Obviously, Bel joining, then the man himself, Big O there. But not only that, I haven't said his name yet, but our guy Salman, the guy behind the camera, the guy that helps us look good and everything and all that. I wouldn't say I look good, but gets us all pretty looking for production, makes us all look nice and crisp. Look at this look at him all studious.
Nice and
this
crisp.
Guy all in crisp. Wanted to give everybody their flowers because it's a big deal. And so for us to be a part of something like that is incredible. And we look forward to getting our own one.
Yeah.
So we'll work on that. But, with that being said, I wanted to kick off the show with that. And now we will head straight into our news for this past week, the first week of June, getting things kicked off, sort of approaching summer. Technically, it's not summer, but when I think of the month of June, it's summer to me.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll head right into our Seahawks news. Bel, what do we got going on?
Not too much. Just one thing in regard to team notes. The Hawks have signed number 9 overall pick Charles Cross to a 4-year, $21.384 million rookie contract. Cross is the last top 10 pick of this year's draft class to sign. So congrats to Charles Cross. And then I'm going to hand it back off to you for the beginning of some league news here.
Yeah, like Bel said, not much going on in Seahawks. They're going over, I think it's voluntary mini camp, so it's not like you have to be there. I think anybody that's healthy has been there in attendance for that, so that's good to see.
Mm-hmm.
We'll like to see the participation. Would prefer to not have to worry about anybody's contract holding out, that kind of thing. And we'll get to what's happening next and upcoming. But in league-related news, Deshaun Watson, the issues around him continue. On the 31st of the month, Watson is now facing a 23rd civil suit alleging sexual misconduct. On the 2nd of June, Watson was allegedly offering $100,000 settlement figure to each of the 22 women, now 23, that filed civil lawsuits against him in the spring of last year. On the 3rd, Watson's agent would go on the radio to defend his client, stating that making someone uncomfortable is not a crime, also speaking about happy endings, which for lack of better wording, is ridiculous and just downright, I'd say, moronic to go on anywhere and say. And then on the 5th, another lawsuit against Watson, making it 24, alleging a graphic encounter during a massage in August of 2020. Now, obviously, these are uncomfortable things to talk about, but considering that this is league news, we want to be able to provide you with what's going on in real time around the league and keep you updated with these things, because obviously this is someone that's still in the league. Mm-hmm. I personally do not think he should still be in the league. But we obviously have to see the legal system play itself out and keep you updated on that as that news continues to break. So with that being said, just going to move it over here to the first of the month. Congress calling on Dan Snyder and Roger Goodell here, continuing with the Washington football team and the issues there. Both will testify later this month on the 22nd during a hearing for the House's investigation into Washington's hostile workplace culture. So more stuff around the league, and I guess a little bit of a happier note with Frank Gore here. Do you want to look at Frank Gore?
Yeah, Frank Gore officially retires. The longtime 49ers running back and number 3 overall rusher in NFL history will sign a one-day contract to retire with the 49ers. So congratulations to him.
A lot of bad memories of him tearing up the Seahawks. It's terrible. So, number 3 overall rusher, someone who's played some of the most games in NFL history. That's an accomplishment in and of its own.
It is.
Just happy that, for a while, his heyday with the 49ers is done and didn't have to worry about the Seahawks playing against him. He was a guy to play against. That was tough.
Satisfying career for him for sure.
Oh,
so we wish him all the best in the future here and whatever he chooses to do next. On the 2nd, Ryan Fitzpatrick has also announced his retirement. He has officially hung up his cleats. The longtime journeyman quarterback retires after 17 seasons in which he played for 9 different teams. So again, Congratulations and good luck with the future here. On the 6th, the Broncos officially sold for $4.5 billion. Walmart heir Rob Walton's winning bid for the Broncos will be the most expensive sell of any sports franchise, and that's wild.
It's a hefty chunk of change. I don't know. I just don't necessarily view Denver as that rich of a franchise. When you think about stuff like that, you think like the Lakers or the Yankees, some of the most
big names,
recognizable logos and franchises in the world, let alone or like Barcelona, stuff like that. That's a pretty hefty fee.
I wonder if the Russell move had anything to do with valuating
probably
them
helped
there.
it.
Yeah.
Probably helped. Yeah.
And as we move on here, all we have to look forward to, which is what we've had. Actually, Chuck has another piece of news here, so I'll hand it off to you.
Just relates to the NFC West. Yeah, right as we're going here, Aaron Donald has reworked his deal, so he will not be retiring. I know that somebody looked at after the Super Bowl. He reworks his deal, getting a $40 million raise, which is a nice raise. I'd like that. Making him the highest non-paid quarterback in NFL history. So it seems like we'll have to continue to deal with Aaron Donald here for years to come, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But yes, as you're saying, late July NFL training camp kicks off. That's when you and I should really look at some of these things like roster cuts, and we'll finally get to maybe a decision about a quarterback. But that's stuff that we'll have to see in the latter part of the month here.